It is time, everybody. It is time to use all your ancient shards that you've been stacking up for a long time. We have a 2x summon event happening really damn soon, and together with that there's also going to be a champion chase tournament which is going to be coming with some very interesting rewards, right? So today we'll check out all of that stuff, so let's get into it. Before we go any further, please go ahead and check it out if you haven't done so yet. It's going to be allowing you to get yourself massive bonuses that can go from extra 10% of any amount of money you're spending all the way up to extra 35%, right? So picture that you're buying this pack, and then based off of the bonus you currently have unlocked in your Aptoide wallet, you're going to be getting the bonus. And the good thing about that bonus is that you can eventually, once you have enough of it, be able to use it to buy the things for you instead of actually using your real monies, right? So it's just more value for your money. We'll keep talking about it at the end of the video. For now, let's keep going. So there is two events lining up real close to each other, straight up linked together, right? It's like kind of the same whole thing, right? So these events are going to be the Demonslayer Titan event, and as you can see over here, you're going to be able to get yourself 5-star Tholin Foulbeard soul level, as well as some other artifacts and other stuff. We cannot check the rewards just yet, but we do have some more details after that. And then during this time when the event is running, which is going to be for a little while, there is going to be other linked events, right? So at the moment, we have the whole unlocking the actual champion, right? The fusion event for Tholin the Foulbeard. And during this time, while it is running, we will also be having his soul level event, right? We usually have some of these where you're able to get a high level of the soul of a very specific champion. In this case, it's going to be Tholin, right? So we will have also a champion training event, which is both going to be giving you the fusion requirements, right? So it's a fusion event for getting the fragments to actually fuse up Tholin Foulbeard, but it is also going to be giving you the Demonslayer Titan event, right? It's going to be giving you the demon points, which are going to be taking part on the Demonslayer Titan event, right? So we will be checking out what the actual rewards for those are going to be eventually. Now, there is also some tournaments, right? Some tournaments which are going to be linked to this Demonslayer Titan event. In particular, we're going to be starting off with the Champion Chase tournament, right? If you want to join my team in Raid Shadow Legends, click the link in the description to get a free Narma, as well as Anax, Uugo, and Mausoleum Mage as you progress through the game. Here's what you need to do. First of all, log out of Plarium Play on PC and uninstall. Then click the link in the description and register a brand new email. Launch Raid and complete the tutorial, and then go to your inbox and claim your first champ. Don't miss out on your chance to get a fresh start in Raid with a free Narma and 3 epic champs. Click on my link right now. This Champion Chase tournament is going to be starting in 12 hours. And basically, together with it, there is also going to be the chance of both getting another champion for the fusion event, as well as getting the points for the Demonslayer Titan event. But there is also going to be a 5-star soul for whoever ranks the number 1 on that 100-player group, right? So tournaments are divided in 100-player groups, and if you actually manage to win on your group, you will be getting a 5-star soul, and we'll check out who that soul is going to be for in a moment. Now, linked the whole thing together, there is also going to be a 2x event for ancient shards, as we already mentioned, right? So you should always be saving up your ancient shards, no matter how many you have and how in need you are of actually using them for situations like this. There is a 2x event, so double chances of actually getting a legendary out of using the ancient shards, as well as epics, I believe, right? So it's like double chance of epics and legendaries. And then there is also a champion chase active, right? So you're going to be participating in the event, having yourself and giving yourself a chance to get straight up things for free, and also just have higher chances of benefiting from using these ancient shards. It is the perfect situation to go ahead and dump all your resources. Now, there is only information over here, and you can actually check it out in the news section in game, that the event is going to only be applying it to the ancient shards. So as we can see over here, you can see the 2x as well as the soul level over there. We have a 10x over here, and that is straight up simply because you're going to be getting times 10 the chances of summoning Gracchus Turndrake, right? So that is the guy that we're going to be able to get the soul level all the way up to 5 from this Champion Chase event. Now, I'm not actually sure if you're able to get lower levels of the soul as you progress through the event. We'll check that out in a moment if we actually have the information, but this is what is going to be happening, right? So this is how it works. You're going to be having higher chances of summoning stuff in the Ancient Shards. As we already mentioned, chances are doubled, and therefore there is also chances of the chance of summoning epic legendary champions from sacred primal void shards are the same as normal, so there we go. It's not affecting the other shards during this time. And then there will be a times 10 chance of getting Grackos Turndrift, right? So that's just straight up going to be it. So there we go. During this time, whoever ranks first place on the group of the tournament is going to be earning a 5-star perfect soul for Grackos the Turndrake. The minimum points required for this event in this tournament is 5,000. Meaning that if you are in a group that's really weak, if you do not make it to 5,000, nobody's going to be getting the perfect soul. I mean, being a champion chase, I think 5,000 is not that crazy, but it does not say anything about lower levels on the soul, right? So ideally, you would of course be getting soul level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever it is. It's not going to be the case, right? So yes, you're going to be able to get the soul level really high up on the event for Tholin, which in this case is going to be actually allowing you to get yourself the lower level souls as you are progressing through it. As we go to the events, well, we cannot yet see it, but that's how it's going to be working, as well as other very cool rewards. But it's going to be a meta event, right? So these kinds of events, just like the Fusion event, requires participation over multiple tournaments and other events. It's kind of hard to get there, so you will only be able to get a straight up 5-star soul for Grackos Turndrake. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Grackos is also one of the champions that recently got released together with the event we have right now, with the new dungeon event and Kurosa and all that good stuff. And he does have fairly low reviews in general. I mean, like, amount of reviews, so that kind of makes sense basically based off of the fact that he's a new champion. His overall scores are nothing crazy. He does have some decent stuff over here in Demon Lord and Arena, and might as well check out his skit just to get a little bit excited for the chance of maybe getting this, although it's going to be quite difficult and you will need to be having a lot of shards, believe me, for this champion chase event. Anyways, what does he do? He's an HP legendary champion for the Demon Spawn faction. His A1 is a single target attack, which will ignore 25% of the target's defense, and then he's going to be healing all allies that are lesser than, that have less than 50% HP, and 10% of this champion's max HP. So he's going to be providing quite some sustain. The healing is not going to be scaling in any way as you are leveling up this ability. It's just going to be more damage. I don't know, quite weird. He's an HP champion, so the damage here is probably not going to be too crazy. Anyways, A2 is going to be an AoE attack 2 times. It's going to be hitting enemies 2 times. Each time we will ignore 25% of the target's defense. Once again, only with targets that have less than 50% HP. The first hit is going to be having a 75% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense debuff on each enemy for 2 turns. Each enemy that is low HP, right? So actually no, it is going to be applying to literally everybody. It's only the ignore defense that applies to enemies that are low HP. So that is an AoE decreased defense with a pretty high chance, actually can go to 100% chance. And the second hit is going to be having a big chance of applying a block debuffs buff, also able to go to 100% chance. So it's AoE decreased defense and block buffs, pretty damn good, for 2 turns, and then each enemy will also ignore 25% resistance if they are low HP. So you're both going to be ignoring resistance, defense, and having 100% chance, of course, after resistance, of applying a decreased defense and the block buffs. This is actually quite massive, honestly. I don't know why this guy is probably not that used in PvP. I mean, he does... I don't feel like he would be decent in PvP. What are his ratings? His ratings in Arena are nothing crazy, just about 4.4, something like that. It's nothing crazy. Okay, so a little bit of healing and quite some debuffs. What about his A3? Places a 60% increased defense buff on all allies for 2 turns, and also a block damage buff on all allies for 1 turn. Okay! So we do have quite some synergies. He could actually be a block damage champion that you could use in an unkillable team for the Demon Lord. I'm guessing that's why he has a decent rating on the Demon Lord. Of course, he does provide increased defense and block buffs. I guess block buffs is nothing too crazy on the Demon Lord. Could be alright. He does apply himself an increased attack sometimes. Increased defense on your allies as well as block damage is just nuts. I guess like it's pretty much mandatory for a good clan boss build. It's also going to be able to go down to a 3-turn cooldown, with the proper setup you can get it down to be pretty much a 1-turn cooldown actually, right? So it's going to be a matter of speed tuning it and assembling the right setup so you're like literally having block damage every single turn. I think you can do it actually with like 2 of these champions I forgot the name of. I'll check them out in a moment. Even finally, the passive is if an ally has more than 50% HP and is under any buffs placed by this champion. So we have, of course, the two over here, increased defense and block damage. That ally is going to be dealing 10% more damage. That's pretty good already. If an ally has less than 50% HP and is attacked by an enemy under any debuffs placed by this champion, this ally is going to be receiving 10% less damage. Okay, so that's already 60% increased defense, as well as 10% less damage taken if they have the enemies have any debuffs and the champion is actually low HP. A little bit complex, but you know, it's buffs, good and bad, more damage, less damage taken. If there are multiple champions in one team with a skill, only one will activate, alright, so it's like, whatever. It's a passive that's always going to be running, so no matter what, you're always going to be benefiting from more survivability or more damage. And finally, we have an HP aura in all battles by 28%. I think it's a pretty well-rounded champion. Honestly, not too sure, but I think you might be able to assemble an unkillable team with this guy if you are using some Painkeepers together with, of course, combat tactics, reducing the skill cooldowns of literally everything. So it's a 7-turn cooldown, can go down to 4, and then after using this ability, it's like a 3-turn cooldown, and then somebody, you probably have to run 2 Painkeepers, so then it would be a 2-turn cooldown. I don't know, something like that, and then you would probably need to speed tune it, like make it very high. Anyways, I'm thinking you could probably make this work with this champion, an unkillable setup, but you could probably also do that with literally any other block buffs character, or rather block damage character, or unkillable character that has low cooldown on those abilities. Anyways, I'm not too sure, so I'm just rambling here. Honestly, that's literally the end of the video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think about it down below in the comment section. And if you're going to be buying anything in Raid Shadow Legends, you should definitely be doing so through Aptoide. It's going to be allowing you once again to get massive bonuses that can go all the way up to 35% of any amount of money you are spending, right? And then you're going to be able to go ahead and use those bonuses to buy the things for you for free. So literally, you're just able to afford more things for the same amount of money, right? So you're going to have a link down there in the description explaining how to set the whole thing up on your Android devices. So like BlueStacks on your PC, an emulator, or your Android device like your phone. Does not work on iOS, unfortunately, so no iPhones. And if you want to go ahead and use my code somewhere up here on the screen, it's going to be increasing the bonus you're going to be getting when buying anything through Aptoide in Raid Shadow Legends by a flat 5% forever. Just type that in there in the Aptoide wallet. It's going to be another separate app. It's everything about the setup is explained on the video on the description, and then you're going to be able to type in the promo code over here and just get a flat 5% extra bonus forever whenever buying things in Raid Shadow Legends through Aptoide, right? So that's literally the whole video, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about it. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye. See ya.